What is up, guys? My name is PDWinnall. Welcome to the 31st episode of my Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon walkthrough. We are currently in the post-game. In the last episode, we completed the 4th Ultra Beast mission by capturing Kartana. In Pokemon Moon, you would have to capture Celesteela. In this episode, we are going to complete the 5th Ultra Beast mission, the final Ultra Beast mission, I believe. This one's going to be a little bit more long-winded, but that is perfectly fine with me. I like finding out about the backstory and all that kind of stuff. In fact, there was a lot of information that was revealed to us at the end of the last episode. It was fascinating. So anyway, you sent her off to the wrong location. What choice do I have? She's reaching her limit. We have to force her to stand by to regain her strength. So we found out there was something called a faller, someone who's entered the other dimension, and now that the Ultra Beasts just kind of have our scent and that kind of stuff. I guess that's a way of explaining how it goes down. So Nanu and we found her here 10 years ago, unconscious on the shore of this very island. This is Annabelle. We just finished our mission here. This is really interesting. She had lost most of her memories, but 4 things she could tell us. Her name is Annabelle, that she came from the Hoenn region, that she had protected some tower there, Battle Tower, that she was a powerful trainer. So is this in a different timeline for Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire? The timeline where Battle Tower exists in Pokemon Emerald? I don't know. They spoke about that in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire's Delta episode, which is really, really interesting. She's placed under investigation by the international police, all because they detected an insane amount of ultra wormhole energy from her. Maybe that she was wandering lost in the wormhole for some time. Regardless of that, she then entered the international police herself and then got promoted right up past her senior. Is that it? Got handed to the international police. They really are terrible. God, shots fired. He's in the same strategy as setting up another faller, even though the same thing failed before with a faller. Your assumptions you are half right in. However, this mission she chose herself. Perhaps something can lament whether she is conscious of it or not. Perhaps she feels some grief over the fate of the Ultra Beast, which came to this world just as she did. But she is still a faller. It is her fate to be targeted by the Ultra Beast. With the faller right before them, the Ultra Beast will run wild with excitement. No matter how good she might be, everyone has their limits. That is why I'd hope to distract the Ultra Beast, to divert some of their attention. That's why I asked you to help with the catching of the Ultra Beasts. But you're out of luck now. With Annabelle in that condition, she'll be done for if she runs into any Ultra Beasts now. A lot of plot and story being explained to us in this episode, as it is the final Ultra Beast mission. We're almost out of time. I don't know why you want to battle when we're almost out of time, but no problem, Nanu. Sure, whatever. We get to hear that wonderful Kahuna music. Oh, it's really, really nice. So anyway, let's do this. Island Kahuna Nanu. This is our second battle against him. This is going to be a little bit tricky. I'm going to set everything up to hopefully make sure we have a clean sweep with Primarina. You guys know the drill by now. How I battle like this underleveled. We are going to just set up an X special defense, I think. Sableye is going to be more specially attacking. Then we'll set up X speeds, X special attack, and we should be able to get through this battle fairly easily. Toxic, that's a little bit annoying, but whatever. It's perfectly fine. We can just full restore before we actually defeat Sableye. We'll be perfectly fine. Though, just in case, I will set up an X defense. Just to be safe. I mean, I know some of you guys get annoyed by how underleveled I am. I'm at this point in the game this early because of the way I've played through it, by not taking on every single trainer that I possibly could. Has meant I'm a little bit underleveled. I could use Ultra Beasts, but I don't think you guys would like that. And I think you guys would prefer it if I did it my method here, where I was just, getting through the game with underleveled Pokemon, but showcasing you a strategy that really does work. So we're going to use a full restore. Even if they get a crit, we should be perfectly okay. So we'll set up an X speed, then we're good to go for the rest of the battle. We should be able to take on his level 63s with absolutely no issue, which I personally think is really pretty cool. So X speed, and then we're good to go. I know this is a boring way to begin a battle. I know, but it just gives us such an advantage. So Toxic, that's annoying, but we'll choose when to heal up again. I mean, it's a ticking time bomb. We've probably got about 6 turns until Toxic takes us out. Let's Moonblast. now that we are pretty much guaranteed of just sweeping his entire team, presuming he doesn't have priority that's super effective on fairy, which, like bullet punch, sure, but even we've got our fantastic defense boost, and he's a dark type trainer. I don't anticipate him having one of them, so gonna keep battling. Gonna use another full restore just in case like he gets a critical hit or toxic damage starts to really add up after some kind of hit he'll put up on us, and then we'll be good to go. But here we go. Pretty easy. He was going to fake out anyway. Fantastic. Yeah, perfect time to use a full restore. That was a critical hit. Damn. Okay. Moonblast for the rest of the battle. He outspeeds us still. Even with that speed up. That's alright though, because Persian is an insanely quick Pokemon. So, 3 more Pokemon left. I know for certain there's a couple of really difficult fights in this battle. The last episode where we were capturing Ultra Beasts, and the one before that, except we weren't exactly sure on the strategy on how to capture Ultra Beasts. Very quickly, it was just go into the wild, capture the Ultra Beasts. Fantastic. In this episode, we're going to be exploring new areas. We might be coming across a couple of brand new trainers and all that kind of fun stuff. So, forgive me if we take a little bit longer in this episode. We should be okay nonetheless. So Salazzle goes to level 54. Executor goes to level 52. We are supremely underleveled. But it's part of the fun. It's how I have fun playing Pokemon games. Like, a lot of people complain about the easiness of Pokemon games. So I took it upon myself to make it a little bit more difficult for me. You could say spamming items is just a cowardly newbie way out. I don't know. I've been defending myself for the last 5 minutes of this episode. You guys are probably sick to death of it. I'm looking forward to capturing this next final Ultra Beast. Now, after this Ultra Beast, there's going to be a couple of episodes where we capture the rest of the legendary deities and all that kind of stuff. And then we're pretty much done with the walkthrough, which, oh my life, the game's officially been out in North America for 2 days, and we're all already done with it, which is amazing. So, yeah, not going to count my chickens before they hatch. Still need to complete the game, but yeah. Then there's the battle tree and all that kind of stuff, which I will be covering too in separate videos. That'll do, boy. I think that'll do fine. Don't know why I give him this voice. Don't let me down. He's just a grumpy old man. Alright, Looker. I won't. 000. Wow. That's his code name. Well then, young PDWinnall, it's our time to get down to work. It isn't. Is it not? Final Ultra Beast. Code name Gluten. Nanu or Gluten. Gluttony. Yes, gluten, not gluten. Gluten's something else entirely. Oops. Nanu said he would lead it deep into the heart of Resolution Cave. So we've got to go to the basement of Resolution Cave. This is in an area that we haven't even explored before here on Poni Island. We get 10 more beast balls. It's so confusing because they're called Ultra Beasts. So I go to call them Ultra Balls when they're Beast Balls. Very, very annoying naming. PDWinnall, this is your final assignment. But first, my young friend, let's get the regular reports out of the way. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We already know that. I imagine that's something that the developers actually spoke about when they were creating Ultra Beasts and the methods on how to obtain them. They were like, wait, we already have a ball called the Ultra Ball, god damn it. But, yeah. So, I happen to know that there is another very intense battle coming up. So, I'm going to put Nebby out in front. I'm not even sure if that's the best type advantage for this next battle. Going into it completely blind, so it is what it is. But we should hypothetically be a-okay. We will see. We will see. Thank you for waiting. We hope to see you again. Very rude of you. So we are going to fly out just a little bit further onto Poni Island just to save us some time. It is here we need to go. It just means we don't have to go through the grass and all that kind of stuff. Hey Charizard, it's a little bit quicker than than the usual method of just running through the path. So we're 10 minutes into this episode. I imagine this is going to be a fairly longish episode, so stick around for the ride. I really hope you enjoy it. So it is this direction we need to go, and then we are stopped by two very familiar faces. How is it going, guys? Dexio, how are you, PDWinnall? If you collect all 1,000 cores, please visit the Ether Base on Route 16. We'll be completing that hopefully tomorrow, or if you're watching this 2 months in the future, it's on my channel right now. While we were having you look into Zygarde for us, we were looking into the Z-Ring too. It's so mysterious to be talking about Mega Evolutions here in a region so far away from Kalos. But we are trainers. Rather than explaining it all in words, why don't we just show you what Mega Evolution is? I'm not prepared for this. He's got 5 Pokemon. I don't like this. I don't like this position you've thrust yourself into with us, man. This ain't cool. So he's going to Shadow Ball us, of course, most presumably. So, you know the drill. I'm going to spend the next 2 minutes doing this. And I'm going to explain my thought process. So, wait, Power Swap? Oh, okay, fantastic. That does mean we're gonna struggle at first, but we're just not going to use anything that could warrant another power swap, because that could be pretty dangerous. So Nabi can take that like a absolute champ. We use an X speed as long as he doesn't have the other one for defensive hits, which I can't believe. I can't remember why it is. Another Shadow Ball. Deary me. We're going to hope the Crunch is capable of taking it out. And then we'll set up some X special attacks and... X physical attacks and that kind of fun stuff. So, Power Swap, okay. That's genuinely okay with me. That's why we haven't increased our special attack. Because I was worried that he was going to attempt to do that again. Espeon down. We're going to have to heal up our Pokemon just a little bit to make sure we get through this fight, because if he's got Mega Evolution, Slowking. Slowking's really cool. So I thought he was going to be a Psychic type trainer, but I wasn't 100%. So, little bit frightened of this. I'm going to take a chance and use an X attack. He might have Power Swap on a bunch of his Pokemon. If he does, Flamethrower? Oh, it's super effective. Okay, I'm glad I used an X... whatchamacallit now? Okay, so Crunch. While this is very, very defensive... Actually, no, this is especially defensive. It's Slowbro that's physically defensive. We should be able to get through the rest of this fight. Raichu? Baichu. That's really bad. Like, goodbye, Chew. Please don't click off the video. Okay, Crunch, here we go. Should be an easy one at KO. Here we go. Solgaleo. Absolutely phenomenal. Really, really, really love you, Solgaleo. You've been a fantastic contribution to our team. I would hope so. I would expect you to be. Because you're... Oh my god. Because you're a legendary Pokemon. But Metagross, this is gonna... Mega Evolve, isn't it? It's not gonna Mega Evolve. Are you actually gonna... Oh, Brick Break. We can handle that. It's not even a stab attack. It's not even super effective. He's not even gonna heal up, is he? No, we're good. We're good. So what's his last Pokemon? What other Psychic type Mega Evolutions are there? Mega Evolution mechanics have changed. The way that speed is handled has changed. Rather than the speed stat being determined before the Mega Evolution, it's now after. So Pokemon like Garchomp are a little bit weaker as its Mega Evolution is slower, but Pokemon like Beedrill heavily buffed. So Alakazam, Alakazam's going to go down to one hit. Mega Evolution looks superb in this game. Looks slightly different. Looks ever so different. Trace, full metal body. We're not going to reduce your stats. Fortunately, Alakazam is one of the most frail Mega Evolutions in the game, so that is perfectly fine with me. We had no trouble against him. I am glad we led with our very trusty Solgaleo. We're not going to use Hex there. We're not going to learn Hex there. I mean, Gengar hasn't seen too much action, unfortunately, but it's alright. There we go, we defeat Dexio. There we go. The trainer holds the Keystone. The Pokemon holds the Mega Stone. That's how you can make your Pokemon Mega Evolve during battle. You can use the Z-Ring. So you must be able to use a Keystone that makes Mega Stones resonate. If you have a Keystone, you'll be able to make your Pokemon hold a Mega Stone. Mega Evolve. That is a Mega Stone that makes... This is a Mega Stone that makes Alakazam Mega Evolve. It's called an Alakazite. There we go. Couldn't pronounce it. Even though it's existed for 3 years at this point. And we get our very first Mega Stone. Fantastic. You know, when you think about it, Z-Ring helps the feelings of a trainer reach his or her Pokemon and make it so it can use its Z-Power, right? And it follows they should be able to achieve Mega Evolution too. Bon voyage! There we go. Enjoy your leave. So, I'm not sure how long it's going to... Oh, okay, there's going to be some required battles, and Solgaleo is incredibly low on health. So, we're going to have to make it to the Resolution Cave. Now, we should be able to just easily one-shot this, I think. Actually, probably not one-shot, but he should be in level 40 stage at this point. Level 43. So, fire... Let's then headbutt it. I mean, if he lands a hit, we're going to lose. But our Pokemon are stronger than this anyway. Oh, Shell Smash. Shell Smash. Ah, so its speed's going to increase. And as well as its attack. Oh, God, this could actually be a bit of trouble. Oh, we're still faster than it. That says a lot about its speed, really. Easily defeat that. Fantastic. Yeah, we don't really need to heal up, but I will after this battle anyway. I'll use a max potion. Drampa we can defeat as well. Hopefully, it's Dragon. Oh, he's using the 2 exclusive Pokemon. So both these, Turtonator is exclusive to Pokemon Sun. Drampa is exclusive to Pokemon Moon. Pretty cool, actually. I like how they did that. Let's try to KO this. Hopefully we can win a KO. I'd expect it to. 20 level difference with a legendary Pokemon with its signature attack. I would expect that. So thank you, Collector Raymond. There we go. So what we are going to do is heal up and head to the Resolution Cave. We are doing actually pretty alright. Like, this is going to be a long episode, as I said. There's going to be a lot for us to do. And we are going to do it all in this episode to conclude the little thing that we're doing, the Ultra Beast missions. There's going to be a few more episodes where we capture legendary Pokemon, and Necrozema, I believe is how you pronounce it. It was revealed in Koro earlier this month, or if you're like watching this in the future, it was revealed before Sun and Moon's release. So there's a couple of trainers here that I would like to skip. So I'm going to get Super Repel out. We fortunately have loads of those after the last episode, and we're just going to avoid any trainer possible. There's an item there, but I don't want to risk it being a rare candy, so I'm not going to collect it. I'm going to do a separate video collecting all the rare candies. It's probably going to be a required fight. Ooh, right there. It wasn't required, so we look out right there. There's a Zygarde cell right there. Yes, I know about that. Trust me, we're going to be covering absolutely everything. We can avoid these wild Pokemon, which is what we're going to do. Which way is it to Resolution Cave? I'm going to presume it's this direction. Poni Meadow. Is it this way, Birdkeeper Toby? Thank you. Yeah, I'm going into this blind, right? So I'm not 100% on locations and all that kind of not so fun stuff. But we're doing okay. I love this place. This place is gorgeous. Really impressed with this. I mean, Poni Canyon was really impressive too. So yeah, I mean, whatever it was called, you guys know what I'm talking about. Let's continue on. Here we go. Okay, this looks like a cave. This looks scary. So we have to head to the basement. We have to head to the basement. We do not have Mudsdale Galloper assigned to one of the key item slots, so let's see if we can make it to the right. That's an item. That's an item. Oh dear, we almost took you on. We did take you on, unfortunately, but that's alright. We did use a couple of hyper potions on Solgaleo. Now, this is, I believe, a segment that's for the aftergame, but it might be that her Pokemon are weaker than ours, because you could hypothetically do this before you take on the legendary Pokemon and all that kind of fun stuff. So we'll see. Okay, no, I was incorrect. We're just going to Zen Headbutt. Should still 2-hit KO it, I presume. 1-hit KO. Static. Oh, that's the most annoying thing in the world. But fortunately, we have Paralyzed Heals. And plus, we actually have Pokemon Refresh. Love Pokemon Refresh. It is integrated into Pokemon Sun and Moon in a much more organic way. It seemed very out of the way in Pokemon X and Y and in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So, I really like the way it's in it. I mean, like, look, there's dynamic backgrounds. If you're in a cave, you get this background. If you're in a certain city, you'll get that certain city's background. It's just amazing. I love it. So, Solgaleo, come on. You're not that paralyzed. How insensitive of me is that? Bad Phil. Bad dog. There we go. Let's resume where we're headed. I'm going to hop off this, though it'll arguably be required in just a sec. I kind of want to check what's down there, but no, we're going to head down to the basement. Going to use a repel. I'm quite nervous about this. Is this? It is! It is the basement. Oh my life. Here we go. This is Guzzlord. They couldn't have picked a better name for it, actually. I really like its name. This thing is horrifying. So, God, a lot of you guys might have tried to avoid the data mining scandal of the demo. I was one of those that looked at it, and this thing piqued my curiosity. This thing was absolutely terrifying. Let's hope we can capture it. No, this is going to be a little bit trickier than the previous one. It's got Gastro Acid. Ability was suppressed, so we are going to have some issues. Sunsteel Strike. I mean, we could probably Zen Head, but oh no, it's so the typing of this Pokemon, it's Dark Dragon type. It is here at level 70. It has the moves Thrash, Gastro Acid, Heavy Slam, and Ring Out. So Thrash is going to make it confused after a couple of turns, and quite frankly, I don't want to run the risk of it knocking itself out. I don't even know if you can take it on again. I'd rather not risk it. So, just gonna chuck them Beast Balls. 1, 2, 3. I was gonna say, if it escaped, you'd have been able to hear the hopeful optimism and the suicidal pessimism of of the heartbreak of losing that, but fortunately we were able to capture it on our second Beast Ball, so that is absolutely fantastic. Guzzlord. Guzzlord's data is added to our Pokedex. Look at that thing. That is horrifying. I don't like that. Pretty scary. Pretty scary. What's its Pokedex then? It has gobbled mountains and swallowed whole buildings, according to reports. It's one of the Ultra Beasts. So we are not going to give it a nickname. What kind of nickname can you give this thing, right? Call it frickin' Petals or something. I don't know. Report it to Looker. What's in here? Is there anything like of note? There might be something. Yeah, there's a Zygarde Cell right there. Of course, I'm going to be covering them in a future video over the course of the next few days. So forgive me for not obtaining that right now. I just want to make it easier on myself to cover it, and I'm sure that, like, you guys understand. Like, that makes a lot more sense for me in terms of just producing videos. It's easier for me to collect every single one of them in one go rather than looking back through every single episode that were some are 50 minutes in length. It just makes more sense for me. So, yeah. Okay, so we are going to go back to report Guzzlord sighting, and we're going to be done with the Ultra Beasts. I guess there's one more Pokemon that we have to obtain. As I was saying, it's Necrozema revealed in Koro. Like, it counts as a legendary Pokemon, I believe. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Not tell me. Oh, not tell me. I'm an idiot. Come on. I didn't mean to ask you that. How could you explain that? I didn't mean to ask you that, actually. I meant to say I finished the mission. It was just a slip of the tongue. Amazing, bravo, you have done it. I must call the chief back at once. Awesome. Oh, the chief looks very happy. Annabelle looks very happy. I'll finish sending the data from the Ultra Beast you have protected to HQ, to Miss Wick as well. Thank you for your hard work. Now we'll be able to learn all there is to know about Guzzlord, otherwise known as Ubi Gluton. Gluttony, not gluten. That's something else entirely. We've done it, Chief. Yes, we have successfully contained all of the Ultra Beasts. Thank you so much for all your hard work on these missions, PDWinnall. Mr. Looker. Not at all. All I did was provide backup. It was all you and PDWinnall, Chief. No, Looker, come on, you helped. You know what you're doing. And now that we finally completed our missions, I'll treat all of us to a feast of... One moment, please. Oh, dear. Why is it, Chief? We finally reached our grand finale, which we should end with a big feast. He likes his food. Truly final mission requires us that we go to the Ether Powders and report to Miss Wick that we have contained all of the Ultra Beasts. Oh, indeed. You are right. And we must thank her for the Pokeballs known as Beast Balls. I'm keeping them, man. We will be going to Ether Paradise to report to Miss Wick about our success. If you are free, why don't you come along as well? Secret labs in the lower floor of Ether Paradise. I will join you. We will join you in the next episode of Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. Wasn't that the cheesiest freaking outro in the world? Deary me. Thank you so much for watching. I really freaking appreciate it. We're coming up to the end of Pokemon Sun and Moon right now. I'm going to go on a bit of a tirade for just a second. We're coming up to the end of Pokemon Sun and Moon right now. Nearly at the end of the post-game. Not much else for us to cover, actually, like, story-wise. But there's going to be a good, I don't know, 3 dozen videos covering every single aspect that these games have to cover. Competitive, like in-game items, all that kind of stuff. And I hope you guys will enjoy sticking around for the ride. You guys have been superb. Thank you so much for all the support this year. Thank you for all the support on these videos so far. Still got plenty more to do, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Like would be really appreciated. Subscribe so you don't miss any more of these videos. See you guys then. Peace out.